nothing's changed on the settings, so everything should just work. I hope. I hope. Alright. Okay, yeah, audio's coming through. Now on to YouTube. YouTube requires a refresh. Okay. Yep, YouTube's doing well. Time to move on to the actual game itself. And that would be this. How do I get to? Why do I have Black Desert? Oh yeah, Black Desert has some promotion going on, and I click on the link, and that's why Black Desert is on my Steam page. Yeah, I got the game for free ages ago. I played a total of 111 minutes. Okay, good. The launcher is up, that means can I just skip straight to resuming the game? Let's try. I always have to start the. All right. Yep, I see a very tiny pop-up from EA Games launcher, so that tells me this game is definitely running in 4K. Copyright 2007, so this game is 18 years, almost 2 decades. Yep, 18 years. Oh.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Alright, time to listen. Time to talk to more people and listen to more Codex entries.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Mine says, yep, I'm offline. Great. So now I have a weird chop off section because yeah, I got disconnected. I don't have I don't have internet. I don't have VPN. I currently only have like one internet video playing in the background. So really, there's no excuse for the disconnection. Oh, that's annoying. Very annoying. Supremely annoying. God damn it, internet! Why can't you just stay stable? I mean, I only have like about 2 hours playtime before I'm forced to stop playing because the internet will cut off because the router resets itself at a fixed time every day.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Yeah, there must be some racial tension happening, because why else would you mention someone's species so prominently during an introduction? Also, good job on that fountain in the background.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Send complaints to a black hole where all complaints are swallowed and will never be addressed.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Yeah, we are the fucking protagonist species, so guess what? We're super special and super important.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
My code is also makes me look like an Asari, so that most species are sexually attracted to me, even though I'm just a VI.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Alright, so basically this entire place is yeah, the layers of power, the layers of hierarchy. So the Citadel Council commands the Spectre. So the Citadel Council sits above the embassies, and sort of CSEC enforces laws on the common people. Alright.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Yeah, I'm logging off. Log off. Let's do Codex.
Biotics is the ability. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Ah, if only the game developers knew about what's happening with deep learning, ChatGPT, large language models and such. Wait, what other entries have I missed? Alright, the ring. Okay, it's a low graph environment. And there's fake projected sky. 30-hour days, 6-hour night. So all of them are just somewhat approximations of life on Earth. Heavy CSEC presence, so that's why there's no crime problem. So, yeah, this Citadel believes in strong policing instead of addressing, say, socioeconomic problems that give rise to crime. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. Yeah. Constant monitoring devices, ubiquitous monitoring, so yep, Big Brother is always watching. I wonder if if they find more and more species, will they have enough space to let them have all the, to let each one of them have embassies? Because each one of them will need to have a private dock, right? So if the tower is kilometer approximately. The citadel itself is. Oh, that's radius, right? Radius of 1 kilometer. Citadel length would be 8, maybe 8 kilometers. Oh yeah, there is statistics. No, it's 43.6 kilometers. Diameter open is 12.8. What? The ring is only like 1 kilometer though. I mean, the tower is only 1 kilometer. Shutter's dock here can evacuate the council government in an emergency. That's foreshadowing. Alright, run. Run, fat ass, run.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic. Don't you just love it here? There's so much to see and do.
So much here in the back streets. You never shine if you don't glow.
The ambassadors here are very respectful, except for that Volus. I've met the most interesting people since I started working here. I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Don't you just think this place is a little sterile? A little too clean?
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you. Ah, you humans are a wonderful sight here on the Citadel.
I doubt that you're being sincere, but thanks anyway.
It is good to see you, human. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. I certainly hope the other inhabitants are treating you well, human.
Why specifically mention how the inhabitants treating me well? Is there a history of abusing humans?
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
This guy just ignores me. Fuck you too. But yeah, this thing, like all its other brethren, he doesn't speak, so fuck it. Oh, that's the Turin embassy, I assume. This is a place where people hang out.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Yeah, me both, bro.
Rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. she's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Oh, how dare you insinuate I'm sexually impotent.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to Go in and talk to her.
Yeah. Galaxy is still a place that's all about money.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Actually sounding a little jealous.
Commander, good to see you again.
Think, that's Turian Embassy. Well, so they do have plenty of open spaces still for other embassies.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy. I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
I'm just gonna keep bugging her until she talks to me.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Cora, huh? Not Chora.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
I thought he's gonna serve me drinks.
Big place.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Thanks for reminding me that the aliens are on the same rung as animals in your eyes, Astrid. I need that reminder sometimes. They're all animals. And whoever has the biggest gun wins. That's galactic rule of order.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Am I so prickly that I defend and say, we're not favorites? Yeah.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
I'm gonna keep bothering you, motherfucker.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectre?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself
You and me
above the
agree
law,
on this, Executive
especially
Palin.
when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Oh, for gameplay purposes, well,
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
yeah.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Oh no, the game's gonna make you break the law.
You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Why am I defending Spectres? Fine, I'm defending
galaxy
Spectres
needs
because
people
I'm
like
becoming
that.
one of them.
People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Yeah, that's why we're trying to rein in Saren, right? We're reporting his corruption to the Council, man. In fact, I mean, the Council are the ones who can revoke the Spectre's status.
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Oh yeah. When I do become a Spectre myself, I can either become a Paragon or a Renegade, right? I can become either goody two shoes or a conflicted anti-hero. Alright, what about you, CSEC, right? You like to contrast yourself against
Tell me about
Spectres.
CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Yeah, we're on the same side on this, man. Humans just reported Saren's corruption to the Council. His betrayal, in fact, killed another Spectre. Oh well.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, let me hack into your computer. Surely you appreciate that. Can I retry if I fail one of these hacking missions? Join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. So some kind of rebel force consisting of biotics. Yep, it's an actual mission. I hate this little jar. Yeah. What? I would prefer that he takes bigger steps and not do the jog thing. Just let his arms stay by his side. Only pull up your arms when you intend to run, alright? I'm trying to find the map. Ashley is not obeying. Oh no. Oh, alright. So left and right. I can just order them to, stand in front of me. I don't have a third teammate, so up is not doing anything, but if I press down. Yeah, okay. Citadel Tower, Seaside Academy. Okay, so more locations are not. The wards. Towards. Embassies. These are just directions though. Yeah, they're just directions. Okay, so I think if I take the elevator and I'm in the wards. Right. Is that furthest I can zoom out? Right. Point of interest. Arena, okay. That's another arena. I don't think I've been to the consort, or the bank, or the emporium, so why not check them out? I don't quite recall the Citadel being so big. It's been a long while since I've played this, right? Almost 2 decades. Can't even remember what graphics card I have.
What's it doing?
Yeah, I don't know what's. Alright. She's gonna give an explanation on what the keepers are.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Oh yeah, it's a Chekhov's gun in the later part of the series. Oh, that thing was revealed to be more than just a piece of art.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
Magnificent sight to behold. Well, why is the physical appearance of a bunch of politicians all that important?
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Yeah. Don't need to keep reminding me that you're VI. Although, it makes me suspect that you actually have sentience. You're just pretending to not have feelings of jealousy.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why do they wear little backpacks with what look obviously like radio antennas sticking out of it?
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
So I guess when I have a conversation with people in the council chamber, I'll see just Keepers walking past me.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
You have a pleasant day too, Avina. I'm not going in there, not just yet. Look at his slouching. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of the more realistic poses I've seen, just slouching on the bench. Oh. Yeah, it's one stylish Solarian, one cool customer, me standing all up straight and him just having that cool slouch, lean against the railings of the bridge. Yeah.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You know too much about me.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavan. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is this legal?
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, You would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
No, justify yourself to me
Still
more.
sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Ah, well. Earth's banking laws and problems, and accumulation of wealth, capitalism, and all that in space. Ah, well. Ah, well.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Oh, elite, eh? I'm not quite sure I like being a part of the elite. My heart lies with the common people.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
But let's hope that it remain pleasant surprises.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ah, well. Can't just steal stuff, right? It's CSEC. Alright, shopkeeper. Sell me on your stuff.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Ooh. Decadent. One way to describe your shop.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one, it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Alright, it's just your way, fine. Because everything's culture.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Oh, can... No, these are mods. These are not... Yeah, in any case, well, I mean, I can buy some of these mods, but no.
Commander, It is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
The price is oh, there's a license, so maybe my quartermaster can import more shit. It's just a swap in the skin, seems. All the designs are really similar. I'm going for an all-red look on my weapons. Alright. Kaiden. Combat sensor. I keep it to myself. Keep it for myself. Wonder what's behind the Emporium. That looks shady. This looks like a interactable object. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I bet this thing is part of some mission somewhere. And I'm out of breath. The world's least physically fit special agent. Oh, that's a Krogan.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
That's the most diplomatic program answer. Yep, let's not dwell on the fact that all of this hangs in a very delicate balance and the war can break out at any time.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Yeah, all these thorny questions are just answered with beep boop. I am a robot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say serves them right. That's kind of extreme. I'm not gonna pass judgment until I learn more about the conflict.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
I'm remarkably ignorant about the galaxy as at large for Special Forces Commander, and need to ask VI terminals for summaries on what's happening. Right, C-Sec and embassies over there. But
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
yeah. Who are you?
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What do? You just give them certain satisfaction, physical satisfaction.
What
So
exactly
they
do you
leave
attend
contented.
to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'm a freak.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Alright, I guess I'll see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
She sounds like Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs like, oh hey, customers don't know what they want. You have to provide something to them, and then they realize that they want it. They want the iPhone.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
And some kind of psychic power as well. Alright, the consort has a long waiting list, but you and your magical fingers that can relieve all tension points.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
What is this fucking camera shot? They say for conversation for
The
imitation.
consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Yeah, so some people seek the consort for what? Singing, entertainment, conversation. But this camera angle is just suggesting to me that I'm gonna look at the consort and look for physical pleasures, intimate pleasures. Sure.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I'm always ready for action, baby.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible. An hour here is better than a year on leave. If only I could afford to come more often. No questions now. I'm trying to relax. I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner. I'd spend all day here if I could. Isn't this place terrific? This is the most relaxed I've been in days. This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Huh. Do you have psychic abilities too, like the Asaris?
The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Okay. Time for me to check out the console. What is this? A weird capsule.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Oh, don't use your feminine wiles on me.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Alright.
Now I must ask
Very
you to take your leave. I
grateful.
have many clients waiting to see me.
Define very grateful. What did you do just there? Why are you touching me like that? Why are you so fucking close to me? I can smell your fucking dirty alien breath. I only like humans. Fuck you. I'm a giant racist. Death to all Asaris. Death to all Turians. Human supremacy. Death to Volus too.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect.
And a very good death to Sirens as well. 1,000-year human Reich will reign across the galaxy. I've been to consort chambers. Just gonna end up back at the okay, I can go to the ward, I guess. I don't want to go to the Citadel Tower so soon. I haven't fucked around yet. And, you know, I have plenty of Codex entries still waiting for me to go through them. Okay, to my right should be the tower. Oh, just pull a gun. Can shoot. Nope. Nope. Fine. Yeah, I press select because that's instinctively that's how I get to a map in most other modern games, but this is 2007, so I understand why. That's not a choice. Alright. Block. It's running up 2 flights of stairs and I'm out of breath. Yeah, alright, that's the tower. Is that jazz music? Guess I'll find out soon.
The council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah, there is jazz. Space jazz. Star Wars is called Jizz.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Charmingly
Commander Shepard,
garrulous.
Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
What do you find you don't like, Saren? Yeah.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Well, just now you said you want to stall the council, so I was just following an example, man. Invisible wall. I mean, I quite clearly can go past, walk past it without bumping into it, but no, the game says no. $800 MHT. OTX TA. Sounds like a graphic card's name.
The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Huh. Saturn are cool not being part of the council. No. Am I disturbing your vibe here? You're looking for a place to be alone to stare out at and here I am just messing up your mood. I look better in the distance. Up close, in fact, isn't so convincing. Apparently, aliens also like fountains. Maybe it's a universal thing. Seems to be deactivated. It's not like I burst out into a full-out sprint. It's pretty sedate, the pace that I'm running it. And still I'm out of breath. have anti-aliasing and everything, so 4K, still aliasing, which is disappointing. I did say don't step on the grass, so I think it's cool if I just run around here.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? Commander?
Alright, you have nothing interesting to say.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Yeah, how would a random dock worker know your name, Saren? Yeah, how would that random dock worker just, out of all the Spectres to accuse, where would they pick you and name you specifically, Saren?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
All the options, just different varieties of angry. See, he hates us. You pay. No. Let's be strategic. Let's just go, oh hey, huh? Insults, huh?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Quit protecting him, yeah, I'm gonna be rational and say I'll find proof.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that lizard.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Oh, so that's why I only get access to the ward now. Okay.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to follow all the threads, or if it's optional, I can go either route.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So would I now. No, I'm a good guy. I will give it a second thought before I decide murdering 1,000 innocent civilians. Just one single additional thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it
I
causes
know how the world, but only if there's no other way.
I don't want to listen to the other conversation option.
He's twisted,
All right.
broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Alright, so we're basically shock troops for the Council.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago. Saren, but I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation.
Our ambassador
He's
doesn't
just...
seem
Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
The two independent... Okay, why do we
Who cares
bother?
if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings. Protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Okay. So that's why he doesn't want us following up the leader. It involves Harkin.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Huh. Yeah, basically, Spectres are just RPG heroes, right? One-man armies. They don't really exist in the real world, though.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified.
The fucking
We
CIA.
don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
Yeah, the Star coups, proper governments that are friendly to independence movements, decolonial movements. Yep, CIA, alright.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Why not send a missile, a nuclear missile, blow the fucker down? Up, I mean.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
I'm just racking up those Codex entries.
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kinda makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
Finally, a new line of dialogue.
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling ran over our heads, Commander?
Maybe. Just maybe.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Yeah, sure. A lot of cover, huh? For this cover shooter game.
What are those, cherry trees? I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Kaiden, what are you doing?
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance? I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
Finally, someone else who shares the appreciation of the fountains with me.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
These grass surely are very interesting. And that wall texture, yeah, the wall texture is super interesting as well, Kaiden. Wait. Oh, I think this is... Alright, so this is the council. Stand here to speak with them. Can I jump down? No, there's an invisible wall. No, a mass effect shield is preventing me from jumping down. So I can finally go to the ward. I'll talk with the information broker later. Of course, then. A gentleman's club in the wards. Gentleman. Seems like I'm not doing that much combat, so... Let me charm the pants off of people. I think combat is easy enough, so... quote-unquote easy enough, so I don't think there's a need for me to invest too much on combat ability. Why is this locked? How much HP do I have anyway? Can't tell my HP though. I can tell my experience. Oh, health 129, right. All of us have the same amount of health. Oh shit, I should have invested more in decryption. Good thing I save. Alright, I want to charm the pants off of people. Sentinel, I can wait. Decryption. Electronics. Oh, no, no, no. I want electronics. I hope I don't come to regret this setup. Alright, so I can use decryption skill on average objects. Okay. And the last one is hard objects. Then the rest I can ignore, I think. Explosion is not that important, I think. Alright. What about you? You... interesting. Advanced first aid. Yeah, do the shock thing. Then protect yourself better because you're extremely fragile. Don't want you dying on me again, man. First aid. So she cannot do first aid until I've unlocked it. But I can do first aid, and I have another team member can do first aid, so it's not terribly important that she gets first aid. Oh, she can't get sniper rifles either. Well, you should do assault rifles all the way. Alright, Biotic Commune, Sari Consort. Investigate Saren Garrus. Alright, I need to speak with Harkin, the corrupt human CSEC officer. Bala 1, yes, the Volus.
The Asari were the second species to join the Citadel. The Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively
is on the
short
council.
lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting. Roughly, the second species, roughly 1,200 years. 50,000 years ago. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Hell yeah, genocide! Baby, genocide.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world. The Geth are a humanoid race. The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Ocean homeworld. Excessively polite and concerned about speech. Basically, space alien Japanese. Yeah.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs, biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Okay. Yeah, so is that why genetic engineering was banned by the council?
Biotics. Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
How do they know if two relays are linked? You know, how do they know if they are partners? I understand the concern for security, but yeah. Alright, Rachni War and the Krogans. Basically, Krogans breed like rabbits and they overwhelm. The Rachnis breed like cockroaches. Offers of special tactics and reconnaissance specters. So this is the origin of specters from the Krogan War era. Alright, so the council was really prepared for war. You know, in the context of, say, 2022. Yeah. There are a lot of parallels to real life covert action and real life war that we can see in what the SDG operators did. Or rather, Spectres, what they did. Oh, space station drops, eh? Asteroid drops, colony drops, so Krogans are kind of like, yeah, Xeon in Gundam. So 200,000 CSEC constables. Enforcement, investigation, customs network. Cybercrimes. I don't like how, even though I've stopped scrolling, it still moves imperceptibly. Maybe my... No, this is a whole effect analog stick, so it shouldn't be miscalibrated. Yeah, basically the CSEC is a good cop and Spectres are bad cops. The rule-bending cop that's gone rogue. Akin to Earth's cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. High population density and high cost of living, the first thought is, hey, East Asia. Specifically ones inhabited by Chinese people. No mention of Tokyo, no mention of, say, places like New York or London. I guess they're trying to be inclusive in their own special way. Sulfur hexafluoride. Yeah. They've definitely done some research on that specific gas and why it's useful as a membrane gas to contain the atmosphere. I think it's denser, maybe, than oxygen or something. Residents acclimate to sleep and work according to personal need rather than they day-night cycle. That part does sound kind of like what I'm doing right now. Although I do have to adjust myself to everyone else's schedule because, well, shops close at certain times of the day. So, you know, I can't actually sleep all day every day. Because if I have to go for a supply run, if I want to get food, I can't do it at midnight. No. Shops closed, public transportation is off. Yeah. Credits. Money! Galactic money. Floating exchange rate, huh? Yeah, it makes complete sense that there's a standard galactic credit. Kind of like the US dollar, right? Because the game developers are Americans, so how can they envision something else? I'm quite sure a future space game would have bitcoins or something, some sort of cryptocurrency. Because unfortunately, science fiction is often just restricted by our own imaginations of existing technology. Fair market value. Yeah, fair market value. If anyone knows how overvalued the US dollar is, they will not call it fair market value. Right. Have I gone through everything? Good. It's enough Codex entries for a good long time. Ooh, wait, more land? No. Oh, this guy.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Yes.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
License? Oh, the upgrade is more expensive now. 3K. Yeah, not gonna afford that. I can sell shit. Sell value 10, 11, 50, 50. Oh my. My charm is pretty high. And this is what I get, huh? I'll wait until later, until I've acquired more team members before I start selling shit. Conrad Werner.
Is that really? Wow, it's you.
Oh hey, I know who this guy is. Yeah, it's the annoying fan.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
No, I don't want to piss. I don't want to be standoffish. Yeah.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Yeah, sure.
Anything for a fan. Here.
You're the first person to ask for an
I
autograph.
really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Okay, journal entry. What? He seemed like a harmless fan. What harm could there be in talking with him if you meet again? The game is practically taunting me because, yeah, if it's not one and done, that person is definitely trouble.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
Private?
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, planet with Protean runes after the recent experience that I have, I won't be so sure that your contact is fine.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Yeah, I can't afford any of this shit. But there is a license. His name is just expat, as an expatriate. Not immigrant, right? White people, when they're in Asia, they call themselves expats, not immigrants. They're special, they're a class above 13 natives.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this mod.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help you.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
Okay, I don't get to intervene now. Oh well. Oh, it's just a shuttle park here. Isn't it kind of dangerous? I wouldn't want any vehicles parked so close to places where pedestrians frequent.
Too many lights, too much noise.
Yeah, kinda Elenko is... Yeah, he's fitting the stereotype of a farm boy out in a big city. Now he complains about light and noise.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here. Never been a real fan of crowds. Too many lights, too much noise.
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
No, Ash is a big city girl.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going? You think it's expensive to live here? You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
Yeah, so... Oh, what's happening to my character? Yeah, these two have, like, opposing personalities. Hi, let me insert myself quite literally into your conversation. Hello. Hi. I'm the third wheel. How do you do?
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Oh, this is the reporter, right?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
Yeah, but maybe the council would like to keep these sort of investigations under wraps, and I'll be violating like maybe military protocols, some kind of a council law if I share it with you.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
She sure knows how to butter me up.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
No promises. But if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
And she walks off. Exit scene left. And she's gone. Yep. Can't find her anywhere. Well, shit, it's extremely impressive back in 2007.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
It kind of said that line. Big place. But yeah, 2007 is impressive, but right now I can just see that it's a painted background that's animated. 2D background that's painted, that's animated. Not 3D. Alright, is it a big place? It is. I'm just gonna say, yeah, the scope is amazing.
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john. And it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big. But this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
Jump Zero. So that's our biggest station. Big club. Why keep humans out? Melting pot is inadequate. Yeah, let's take a humble position. We have to prove ourselves.
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
That's enough, you tuna. Yeah. I celebrate humanity.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
Beautiful women.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
Yeah, this is just a bit of friendly joshing around, I guess, between enlisted soldiers.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
Yeah. A car park here, fine. You know, I accept that because it's not that dangerous. No one wandering around here. Med clinic. For some reason, I recall that there was some kind of shootout the moment I stepped into the med clinic. That was my strongest memory of this game. Oh, huh. I was overthinking.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, the French.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here. My father was... I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing
Let me take a look at what you have.
Of course.
Okay, so this automatically heals me, but nah. I rely on scavenging the battlefield because I'm poor as fuck. In fact, why is it the fucking Alliance military funding me, giving me access to all these life-saving technology? Like, I'm N7, right? I'm the best talent they have. Shouldn't they be protecting their talent, especially when this talent is supposed to be a candidate for Spectres? That's it? The view of Nebula is just a grainy JPEG. Yeah. You can see how phony the cityscape is, but it worked in 2007. And most people do not actually, you know, stand here and look at the scenery. Reflection Nebula. Recycled waste collected by the Citadel's keepers is somehow rendered down to the atomic or molecular level and injected into the cloud. So basically, Serpent Nebula is a giant fart cloud. Alright, so it's a dangerous barrier, so it serves as, I guess, a layer of defense for the Citadel. I mean, you can even damage metal frame starships, right? Because of the electrical discharges in the nebula. Yep, so you can only reach the Citadel through the various mass relays. Yeah. It is a form of defense.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
Dozen meter of debris. Interesting.
Pharaoh. Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the Executive Board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
I like that in space, in far-flung future in space, corporations still exist. And government power and corporate power is like separate. I've been to the market. I guess I can go down. Well, this corridor, for some reason I remember that there's a firefight here at some point in the game. Yeah, this red color corridor with the stairs is extremely memorable to me. Huh. I guess memories of Mass Effect is etched quite deeply into my brain. My formative years. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I don't remember, but somehow I remember this corridor and the firefight happening here. Shh. That also explains why I continue playing this game. Right after I took my nap and woke up, and that's my first instinct, play this game. Space Jets.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
2007 fashion sensibilities, right? Low-cut dresses with revealing back and front as well.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Wait. Turians constantly stand on tiptoes? How do they fucking balance themselves? Alright, this is human, you know, flat feet and all that, but Huh. Never realized how unstable Turian are as a species. My boots are fake. Really fake. While Turians seems like they don't wear thick boots, I guess. Seems like they're wearing shoes that one would consider similar to those you know, those shoes that have all the toes sticking out. Yeah, it looks like that. Anyway. Presidium, dead end. Wait, it can't just be that, right? Oh hey, reflections on the mirror. I think the reflection update rate is like 30 FPS, which is why it seems like it's stuttering because it doesn't reflect. It doesn't update very quickly. The game is at 60, well 70 something FPS, but yeah, the reflection is only 30 FPS. Alright, Flux Casino and Flux Nightclub. Yeah, so there is more to it. More to this place. Wait, this is what? Huh. Huh. Okay. So it is a very small close-off section of space. Just two elevators on each end. Well, one elevator on each end.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
I'm just looking at how wrinkled my forehead is, and pretty sure I didn't make my character look that old. Ah, well. I just consider those wrinkles scars. Ah. Nope, this sucks. Chorazdan, back markets. Let's get back to Chorazdan. Korra, not Chora. Korra.
That's him.
Whoa! What? Let's see. Bro. Okay. I just got into a firefight. First second I got in here. What's the assassin? Alright, so don't get out of cover. My first death, so assassins, eh? Alright, so autosave at least places me close.
That's him.
Alright. So
Good to go.
wow, I nearly died.
Powering up. Those were Saren's men.
All clear, Commander.
Huh. How do you know it's Saren's man? Alright, so now I know why we can pull our weapons out here. It's because we can get attacked by assassins. And they're actually dangerous now. So the first mission at Eden Prime, that was a cakewalk. But this is dangerous. So I got some stuff. Stimulant pack. Let's see. Sure. I think the level 1 stuff is best reduce them to Omni Gel. Or the higher level stuff, which have higher sale values, I should sell them. What's up with my face? Oh, finally, my shield has been recharged. Great. But yeah, I think the shadow is dying. Something wrong with shadows, so... yeah, that's why my face looks kind of fucked up. My internet's about to cut off in a quarter of an hour, so... Jenna. Huh. Ah, Jenna's over there. Oh yeah, sexy time. Let me creep up on them. This guy is giving me the side eye. It's like, yo, hey, look. Trying to get some privacy over here. You know, personal space.
Back off, Rex. Fizz told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fizz's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Agreed. Although I do know that Rex ends up being a party member, so we'll get caught up at some point.
Elcor. The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today, the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Yeah, genophage. Just skirting around the word genocide. Also, I like the fact that the guy's just reading Codex entries and I can hear club music, the beats of club music. Right, I need to talk to Harkin. It'll be a long conversation, I think, and see what other thing I can do with the limited time I have left. Maybe this. It's free entertainment, huh? Okay, sit forward is like this. My hands are on my knees. On my legs. I'm totally at attention. They're not touching it anywhere they shouldn't be touching. I'm gonna spend the next 8 minutes watching this. I lie. This Harkin that I can talk to. There's also a patron? General Septimus. Oh yeah, the general and the consort has, yeah, there's, I need to convince the general not to spread lies about the consort.
Not now. I'm watching the show.
Alright, I'll leave it here. And exit the game. Okay. Yeah, the launcher is always misaligned due to resolution changes. Oh well. No, I'm not gonna come back after the ESC. Yeah, no. Yeah. I think I don't know, I'm gonna relax doing some other stuff, and maybe, just maybe, if I'm still unable to sleep and if it's still dark enough outside, I'll continue playing this. This game is best enjoyed in the dark.